We welcome you to Los Angeles. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Athletics taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Lester Pritchett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Line drive. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
William Banks, the next to hit, takes outside. One out, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That's a ball.
And it remains 2-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Almquist under it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs. DeAndre McDaniel up next for the A's.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. On the ground to the left. Slides for the stop to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Middle of the first. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And on the mound today, Richie Dixon.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Luis Mortero leading things off and takes a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, McDaniel to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, it can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Jeremy Johnson stands in now and watches strike one. The pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Lawson hauls it in, and there's two away.
Batting third, first baseman, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Alton Callahan. 9th in the NL in home runs. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Misses inside, and that's ball 2.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in, looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 3-1. And a strike on the outside edge.
3-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Tommy Turnwall. Pritchett back to work. That's too low. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that drops in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
That's ball 3.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now Gerald Kazarian. Just missed.
Just out.
That one catches the zone, and they count 1-1. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to bat out 2 strikes.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Scotty Rockwell will hit next. Oh, that hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Kenny McCarthy is forced to the mound after the injury.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
First and second, 1 out. Santiago, the next to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1-0.
And ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Fought off foul. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Nicholas Lawson, 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Tap foul at the plate. First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is outside. Outside with a breaking ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. In the air, left field, Ritson. And that's the 3rd out. A's strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Edmund Isaac.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ball 1, no strikes. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Blake Flood steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 6, third baseman, number 47.
Roger Cortez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Fastball is outside. No score here in the second. Off the mark there. 2-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now this is in the air down the line. Kazarian drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Fastball for a strike. Dixon with another scorching run of play lately. A little out front there as he swings through it.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
The next offering misses, and the count 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Back to the top of the lineup, Emil Rivera up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back. Rivera measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game. He joined the team as a free agent. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Banks now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Action in the pen down there. Jack Betts looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. That
Ball
misses, and the count even 1-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ritson makes the catch, inning over. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in L.A., digging in, Len Almquist.
Number 3.
There's the strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
And here is Elliot Ritson. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Breaking ball inside. 1-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Kenny McCarthy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one misses. 1-0. There's a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Out to short. Banks. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, DeAndre McDaniel. Just missed. In for a strike, and the count 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Isaac coming on. He's got it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. Adios, pelota. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
1 out, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Gerald Kazarian. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ripped to third. Throws to first in time. Now it's the right fielder, Scotty Rockwell. Reached on an infield single his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting number 54.
Here's the third baseman, Cesar Santiago. He popped out his first time. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1's the count.
A's leading by a run. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering way off the plate. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I got 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ritson nabs it, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now the shortstop, Luis Mortero.
Number 56.
Not
Counts
close with
1-0.
that one, and that is ball one. That's
Ball,
a little
that's
bit low.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeremy Johnson. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And here's the first baseman, Alton Callahan. He's been a great free agent sign. And that misses. And that's ball one. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He circles the bases, and they lead it. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Edmund Isaac. And that skips in the dirt. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And another ball, Dixon. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Rivera makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. And here's the catcher, Blake Flood. Grounded out his first time. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Fly ball down the line. Kazarian snags it, and that is the third out of the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the fifth. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Jack Betts.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Nicholas Lawson now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Ball one there.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Richie Dixon up next for the A's. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ritson. And out number one on the grab. Emil Rivera digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. And no one can get there. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
William Banks up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Lawson on second. Rivera over at first with one away. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Hit on the ground might be two. The throw to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch. And his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Number 47.
Dixon back to work. Off the plate inside. Ball one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Clips the corner. Now 1-2. This to third. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Len Almquist steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time up. Ball one and a pitch
That's
inside. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That hits the dirt, and it's 2-1. And that one pulled foul. Two. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Ritson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1. Nope.
This one in the air, right field. Rockwell makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Top of the 6th inning, and now DeAndre McDaniel.
Off for the A's, second baseman, number 29.
Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Into second base, the tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Turnwall will hit next. Outside low, and that's ball one. Man at second. Check swing. Did he go? No. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Miles Veras up and throwing. Calero getting cranked up as well. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. That one is absolutely belted into the corner, but foul. With the tying run at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next
Ball
one
three.
misses, and the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1
Kazarian
strike.
in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In the air, left side. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 25.
Here's the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one
Ball
missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. Adios, pelota. So he goes yard to left. Home run number 10 of the year. And they slide in front in the sixth. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So digging in, Scotty Rockwell. He's 2 for 2. In there at the knees for a strike. Rockwell, in his rookie season, 32 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
One down, base is empty. And ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field, Almquist sizes this one up, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 54.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Cesar Santiago. Check
Inside
swing,
ball.
and that's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Oh, and he hit him. He
That
had
ball hit
2
him.
strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting
And the
number
Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Jack Betts done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alexi Soto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So a man aboard, and now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson, 1 for 2. So Mark Kotze going with a pinch hitter here. Jay Plaza, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Santiago, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch misses,
1 ball, 1 strike.
and the count is 1-1. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Two outs. Just missed the inside corner, and that's ball 3. Richie Dixon in the on-deck circle for the A's. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting number
First
21.
and second, 2 outs. Dixon, the next to hit. So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Chance Fernandez.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. This one in the air. Low. And that's the third out. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Tom Jung.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
So they bring on the veteran, Fabio Tejada.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Just missed. Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Luis Mortero. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jeremy Johnson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Now batting, number 6.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Alton Callahan. He's already homered in this game.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt. Late swing fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Aye. 1 ball.
With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one just misses. 2-2.
Well, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Goes down looking. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 3 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Richie Flood.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center fielder, Emil Rivera, 1 for 3.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swing and a pop-up. Johnson settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting number 45.
Now here is William Banks. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. On course. Makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
McDaniel in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Popped up. Makes the catch. And that is that. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they're up 3-2. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Edmund Isaac. Trying to check his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Just enough that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one pulled foul. Next offering is in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Blake Flood steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Barry Shipley.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Roger Cortez. He's got some power, no doubt. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And makes the grab. That is the inning. Miles Veras gets the call from the pen.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Well, one-run game, and now the first baseman, Tommy Turnwall. He's already homered here in this one. And that is out of play.
You know, these Athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And that's downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is outside. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right side, hard hit. Callahan takes it to the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Next up for the A's, Gerald Kazarian. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Now before the 1-1, time is called. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mackenzie Lucas. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Veras picks over, and he dives back in safely. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Kazarian at first, 1 gone. Time called now. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Step off throw to first. Kazarian back in on a dive. Now here is Cesar Santiago. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That's inside, and that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting number 5.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jay Plaza. He reached out a walk his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
1-run game. The A's looking for some insurance.
Ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses, and it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. A's strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Len Almquist.
Number 3.
A.J. Cox takes over on the mound. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. To the warning track, makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot, Brian Hu.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Outside low, 1-0. Just missed. The next pitch misses, and now 3-0. Mortero in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Very good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
And the tying run is on base. So back to the top of the order. And up next for Los Angeles, Luis Mortero. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Hu off of first with 2 away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. 1 left for LA. They trail it 3-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Calero. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Lewis Winter.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That's outside. And that's ball 1. Calero, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's through there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andres Trevino preparing to come on if needed. Hard hit, right side. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting, number 28.
So up next, Emil Rivera. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
One strike.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And he dodges that fastball.
Counts full.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ritson hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, number 45.
And now it's going to be William Banks. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
First pitch misses. The shortstop takes the ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. DeAndre McDaniel to bat next. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
Aye.
Right through there for a strike.
We got full count.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 3 and the Dodgers 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robbie Wolf.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, 1-run game, Jeremy Johnson getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
Next one just misses. Now 1 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Liner, and this could be trouble. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, Callahan now at the plate. And that's in there at the knees. Bottom of the ninth, down a run and tying run on second base. Wolf checks the runner. Johnson dives back in safely. So the tying run at second. He goes down looking.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
He's 2 outs away. Isaac will hit next.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Man at second. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, number 27.
So it's their last chance in this one. Blake Flood steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Trying to deliver as the hero. There's the strike. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Wolf is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. Out to short, Banks. Throw to first and ball game. And the A's hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.